Is this going to be on your album?
I see myself standing here.
This song?
Should we turn the water? I see myself into now. If I do. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so this song is a song of mine called Cold, as in freezing. And this is one of my earlier singles. This is my second single. And this won't be on the album, not because I'm not a fan of this song, but it's because the vibe of the album doesn't really fit this song. So the album I'm working on is I'm trying to like hit a vibe with all the songs, so it feels like a.
Because when did you record this song?
I recorded this song with a friend of mine called Bjarne Krakenes. And we worked together on a couple of my songs in the beginning. And he was also the guy who was producing my music back then. But now I've started to produce my own music, and I've a friend of mine called Audun is also helping me with the production of the songs. Yeah. So and now Bjarne Krakenes, who was producing and mixing my songs earlier, is now mixing and mastering my songs. So
right.
It's yeah.
So can you talk about the Drengestua, the music collective you're living in?
Yeah, so I'm living in a music collective that consists of me and 5 other musicians. We're all good friends, and yeah, I've lived there for over 2 years now. I'm going to move out in a month, actually. I'm going to move in with my girlfriend. Oh, girlfriend. Girlfriend.
All right.
And, yeah. And but I really like those guys, and they're very good friends. And we help each other with our music, so I can help them with some guitar stuff or vocals and vice versa.
So, can you talk about your album recording? Because you said you said that you were going to release an album. Yeah. Lake is going to be on there. What other songs from your Spotify is going to be on there? And what can you say about the album that is different from anything that you've been doing so far?
Okay, so out of the songs I have released, Lake and Warm Out in Oslo are probably the 2 songs I'm the most happy with. And it's not because I think they sound the best, but I think I like them the most because I feel like with those songs I really hit the vibe. So the album I'm working on now is consists of 10 songs and 1 introduction with like slide guitar and some horns. And what I try to accomplish with this album is to make like I want it to be like storytelling, but in like stories that are colored with the instruments in a way. So all my songs on that album are basically stories, but they're stories that I've been told, or they're stories that I've experienced myself, and yeah, trying to make those stories come alive. That's what I try to do with the album.
That's so cool. And me and Niels, who live here, we have listened to your music, and you have so much harmonics and backing vocals, and it sounds like you just wanna. It sounds so sweet. Everything. Can we expect more of that vibe, production-wise, with the instruments and all the everything beautiful? Is it still super nice to listen to?
Yeah, I hope so. And I really want to keep defining my sound in a way. So that's also why I've chosen Lake and One Night in Oslo to be on that record, because I feel those songs hit the sound I want to create. Yeah. So like my influences are, I listen to a lot of different type of music, but I would say some of my main influences are Blake Mills, who is a very good guitar player and also a really good singer-songwriter, and also Bon Iver, that is very melancholy and folky. And um, I listen to a lot of different types of music, but I would say Tallest Man on Earth, Blake Mills, Thomas Dunn, and Bon Iver are probably some of my main influences.
Nice. That's so cool. Okay, I think we're gonna go to the part in the podcast where we have what we call in Norwegian spalte, and we need help from Niels. So we're not gonna move the camera; it's gonna stay here, but he's gonna go to the piano, and we're gonna check if Jesper here has what we call in Norwegian absolutt gehør, or perfect pitch, as you say in English, which my previous guests had perfect pitch, and I don't have perfect pitch, and I don't think Jesper had perfect pitch.
I don't have perfect.
So we're gonna help him a little bit. So you're gonna get a C note, and let's hear if we can hear it on the computer.
But what's the name of the spalte? Do you have?
And the name of this spalte, how can you say spalte?
It's called a column or I think I looked it up. It's either
no, it's not. You're gonna look it up.
It's either column or it's like a slot.
Yeah, this is a slot. It's like a humor part. Is it like a slot in the podcast? And we're gonna call this slot or column. Do you have perfect pitch? As Espen Berg. So let's check it out. If Jesper here can, he's been a music student, so he should manage some of it, and he's gonna get the C. So let's hear if we can get the C. That's a C, and then Jesper has to guess the next note.
That's a C. I think that's an F.
That is correct.
Oh my God! Ooh. So we're gonna try one more note.
One more note. Okay. I will give you the C to start.
Can you play it one more time? I think that's C sharp.
No.
Okay, then it's a D. I think it's a D. Okay.
E flat.
Quite far away. What did you say, Audun?
Oh, it's like a.
Then I get
it's major. It's like a what? B?
No, it's B flat.
A best.
That's
Yeah. Okay. So
okay.
yeah.
Not too good there. That's okay. We'll try one more.
No, we should have a sound that makes like. Okay. Okay, one more.
Okay,
One more. Let's go.
you have 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you see.
I was not prepared for this. I don't have perfect pitch. I think that's probably going to fuck up again, but I think that's a B flat.
That is correct.
Hey!
All
All right. Nice. That's so cool. Thinking, this is your Spotify. Can you talk about when will the new album be released?
The new, you can probably say this.
Okay. When will the new album be released?
So my plan is to release the album in October. So now the thing is, with the collective, the music collective I live in, we have built like a studio in the main living room, and it's pretty much close to a professional studio. We have like sound installation and equipment that we need. So the album that I'm recording there. So yeah, so I'm recording the songs now, and we have recorded bass and drums and the guitar and everything. But now we just try to figure out what's the vibe we're looking for on all the songs. So the songs have been written, but yeah, it's about like fine tuning. And the reason why I want to release it before October is because I've seen a lot of musician friends release albums that they spend a lot of time and money to create, and then they don't really do the promoting part good enough. So let's say you have a band or a musician that spends a lot of time and a lot of money on producing songs that they have used a lot of time to write. And I feel like if you don't promote your songs correctly, you're doing a huge misservice to yourself. So I want to completely. I'm not talking about you, Adam, but I want to be really happy with the album, and then I want to have some months to prepare.
Right. I was just wondering, because you were talking about the music collective. How does it feel, and how did you end up in a music collective? And now you're moving up, but can you talk about how did it feel to live in that kind of environment and to be surrounded by creative people? Is that something you recommend?
Yeah, so I used to live in an apartment with a friend, and first one friend and then another friend, and it wasn't really a good match for any of us. So I felt like I had a lot of music that I wanted to perform and sing, but I didn't feel like making music in that apartment. And then when I moved from there to this music collective, I wrote the whole album in 3 weeks because I had so much creativity inside that I just wanted to pour out.
Yeah.
So it was, and those guys, like, when you live in a collective, there's always arguments about different stuff, and people have different opinions about different things. But those are really close friends of mine. So I love those guys.
That's so cool, Jesper. And everyone can see, he's a part of the first episode. This is episode 31, and he's a part of this first episode where I'm planning on doing more in studio stuff, if Niels approves. And because of the corona, we have to keep our distance. But I was thinking, maybe Jesper could play one of the songs that no one has heard.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I can do it.
And he's gonna do it right now, alone with the guitar, and I'm gonna play piano later. And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I can tell a little bit about the song first. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or should I so this song I wrote when the girl I'm moving in with, when I met her, because for many years I felt like I felt like I didn't want to be together with anyone, you know, because I felt like I would be stuck in something I didn't want to be a part of. But yeah, she kind of changed that for me. So this song is for her.
What was the name of the song?
I hope you don't know me by now. When I first heard you sing, are you mine? For 9 months and 10 days, I've been lost in your embrace. I guess I stay, but I hope you know by now. I hope you know me by now. I remember you saying that you liked the way we play as lovers games. It's like we're lost in Spain, and every day we drink champagne with a sweet disdain. But I hope you know me by now. I hope you know me by now. If so, I might run away and hide. I hope you know me by now. It sure makes me wonder, will I ever find someone who I want more than love? I guess I don't really have a backbone. So what if I stay? Maybe you're the girl who changed this empty space. I don't dare to say, but some part of me do pray for you to stay. For you to stay.
Cool, that's good. Thank you. And what was the name? What was that?
So the song is called "I Hope You Don't Know Me by Now," and it's I'm trying to tell the feeling of how we all have like different sides of ourselves. And sometimes when you are in love and you only want this one person, you maybe not see the other side of that person. So in the verses, I'm kind of like telling how I met her and how I'm only thinking about the good things. But then in the chorus, I I sing that I hope she don't know me by now because I'm afraid that she won't like me if you know if she knows all the parts of me, you know.
Right, right. That's cool. So can you talk about? I remember I watched you play a concert summertime 2 years ago, I think, with Ola, Audun, and Tro, and it was so much fun. And can you talk about some of your memories musically, either on stage or playing yourself? I remember you can. I really hope you keep playing. And can you talk about how you feel about playing on stage? Do you have any cool memories?
Yeah, I have a lot of memories. Probably one of the first memories that comes to my mind is the gigs I used to do with a trio I used to play in called Funky Fat. And so
Yes.
before I started writing songs and started
Yeah. Just keep talking,
Yeah.
Jesper. I will try to find some funky fats shit.
yeah. But so before I started writing songs and singing, I played a lot of guitar and a lot of electric guitar. So like these two guys are two really good friends of mine, and this video is from the school where we met, and yeah, I had a lot of fun playing with those guys. And the drummer in that band are playing in my band now, so we're still close.
This is so different from what you do when you write music, right?
Yeah, so this is like I think every musician has like different sides of themselves. When I only want to play like instrumental music, this is probably what comes to my mind. Because what's cool about this trio is that we all brought what we knew best. So I didn't have to like pretend to play genres I didn't really know. I could just focus on my bluesy, sometimes just groovy guitar playing, you know. And same with Marius, the drummer, and also same with Simon, the guy who plays guitar but with like an octave pedal. So he plays like a bass but with the guitar. So I really like. I have a lot of good memories with that band because it was just fun games. It was just trying to play the best we can, and like in a way that works for us.
You're not playing with these guys anymore.
So the band is still existing, but like my main focus now is my singer-songwriting, and same with Simon, the guy who plays the guitar with an octave pedal in that video. He has also like different things he focuses on, and same with Marek. So in a perfect world, I would love to keep having concerts with those guys, but to be honest, I think we probably will get together and play more concerts in a couple of years. It just needs to be the right time. Like that band has always been for fun, you know. So it's just to have fun and play as good as possibly can.
Do you think it's sad that when we get older, we stop, we do less and less of the fun stuff? We go more serious. It always gets more serious. But I had Marius on here on the podcast, and he still is so eager and energetic, and it's so much fun. Do you feel like when you grow up, you kind of lose that funky, fun vibe? And is it important to keep that, or do you like to go more serious and deep in your music?
I think it's you need to find a sweet spot, because if you only, let's say, I've played on a lot of jam sessions, and I think the thing about jam sessions is that eventually you will burn out, because it won't be fun anymore, because you have played the same jam sessions and the same songs hundreds of times, and it's in the end you just want to go there and drink there. But yeah. So back to the question.
Yeah, like the keeping the energy, staying fun. Like in the album recording, did you play around with stuff, or is it are you very strict with your music?
I'm not strict at all when it comes to ideas, but I really have to be convinced for something to be on the album. Yeah. So I'm probably very picky with what I like and what I don't like. Yeah. So, but back to the thing about not always being so serious about your music and life and everything. I think you need to have a balance, because if it's only fun and games, and that's also why I mentioned the jam sessions. Because if it's only fun and games, and you only go to jam sessions and you only drink beer, which is something I have done for a period of time, you kind of lose your focus. So I think it's important to try to move your life so that this is actually something you can make a living out of, and something that you also that you can create music that you're proud of. That's very important to me. That I mess around all the time. So I feel like, but the one thing is that I've probably become like more selective about the people I'm around. Yeah. So I would say that's probably also a thing that comes with being older, that you don't hang around with everyone anymore. You find your friends and the people you want to hang around with. So, but I mess around all the time.
That's so great to hear. Is there anything more you would like us to talk about or mention in this podcast? Yeah, I would just like to say I hope people are looking forward to the album. I really look forward to releasing it and to write more music and to try to develop as an artist and as a singer-songwriter. And yeah, it's that's it pretty much. I'm working on it a lot now, so I hope it will be as good as I think it will be, I guess. And we went really far into the podcast without talking about COVID. And what do you think about the summer? Do you feel like it's going to be concerts, or do you think it's going to be as it was before, or how do you feel about the situation that is happening in Oslo and everywhere right now?
So this is where I clash with some of the guys I live with, because I take this seriously. I think this is a serious problem, and I don't think there will be a lot of concerts this summer, because I think it will take time for people to get vaccinated and for the curve to go down. But I really hope we can start playing now. But in a way, it's in a selfish way, it's also nice to not focus too much on playing gigs and playing live shows, because then you can focus more on creating the music you want to create. So I guess everyone tries to find some meaning in this situation, but that's what I'm thinking. That I want to spend this time as wisely as I can, and try to not get too stuck up with all the negative things. Just try to have fun and
Where you are. Try to have fun
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah.
Very good, Jesper. It's so much fun to have you as a guest. We don't know if the sound is good or anything, because this is so much testing around. But this is kind of like what I'm going for, and I'm hoping the podcast will kind of stay like this. But we have a audience participation. Yeah, what's the question, Nils?
All right. Yeah. So I have a.
All right, so I have a question for you, and if you, and I think it's quite interesting at least, and it's to hear if you were to play music with, so obviously you sing, you play the guitar. If you have, or do you have another instrument that you really like to play along with? If you were to choose one other instrument, which one would that be?
Thank you, Nils.
So there's actually one instrument I really want to learn, but for some reason my brain is really slow with this instrument, and it's piano. So I really like tight chords with short intervals, and I really like the sound of acoustic piano. I think it sounds beautiful. But so I've tried to take some time off and try to learn piano, but and I will one day. But yeah, that's probably piano. I think piano is beautiful.
Nice.
Nice. And because we are going to play together one of your songs also on this podcast. Do you want to talk about that song and what the name and his story behind it?
Yeah, so the next song we're going to play is also another song that's going to be on the album. That song is a story about a couple that knows it won't stay together. So this is not a memory that's my own. This is something that I've heard from other people. And in the song, I try to tell a story where the guy has been on like what do you say? Let's say he studies 1 year in another country, and then he moves back to Norway. And in that 1 year, he meets a girl, and he knows that this won't last, but the last thing he can do is to write her a song. So the song is called Her Song.
You said she would be here, this diner in town. Well, they are almost close now, and your plane is leaving. A year since you met her, a year since you knew that this would not be lasting. Like a bedtime story, so don't you forget her. Her blue eyes and her playful smile. Think about what you told her now. Oh. Write her a song, write her just like when you met her. She said you must be freezing in her leather jacket. She learned how to speak right, just like American shit, and how to hold her just right, like a bedtime story. So don't you forget her. Her blue eyes and her playful smile. Think about what you told her now. Oh, and write her a song. Write her a song.
Dritbra.
Whoa.
And
Now we're back. Thank you so much for playing with me. I think that went really well. And I hope people enjoy that. And I hope the episode goes well. We're soon ending the episode. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? Like you talked about Marius and your bandmates. Is there anyone, other artists, maybe someone I could have as guests?
Yeah, so that will be the guys I'm living with. I know we talked to one of them, but they have a couple of bands. We have a couple of bands in the collective, and some of them are really cool. One is called Gaba. They just released a new single, and this band is very special because it's an instrumental band but with yoke. So it's not instrumental, but the instruments.
can you say the name of the band? Here.
Yeah, so I can say it again. So then one of the bands I would recommend is Gaba.
Gamba.
Gaba.
How do you spell that?
G-A-B-B-A.
Yeah.
So
and the singer he's blind and he's from the northern Norway.
yeah, so he's really cool. His name is John, and he is how do I say Sami in English?
Sami. I think you just say Sami.
Yeah. Sami.
Sami or Lapland.
Yeah. So
No.
anyways, he's Sami or Sami. I don't know. And he's also blind, and he's really good at yoiking. So the landscape of the music is, I would say that the instruments take just as much part in the sound as the yoke. So it's a really cool band. Another band is Svarte Svaner. It's many of the same members.
I talked to Jonas earlier.
Yeah, that's also a cool band. Yeah, there's also, if I can shout out some musicians I really enjoy. It's Marius Granhansen. He's a great drummer, and
Also earlier guest.
yeah, he's awesome. And also two of the other guys I live with is Kristoffer Furheim. He's very, very good at singing, like stupid good at singing, and really good at playing guitar. And he has also written an album. He hasn't started recording it yet, as far as I know. But I know if he gets this done, he will absolutely get some place. And same with William Otto Iversen. He's also very good at singing, and he has a very pleasant voice, and he also writes songs. So I think all those guys are going to make it.
But you said you're going to move out. Are everyone moving out to the collective? It's done?
No, the collective is still going strong. I'm moving out, and Christopher is taking over my room, I think. And then it's just gonna be 5 people in the collective and not 6. So I'm actually moving out like 50 minutes in walking distance from the collective. So I'm still pretty close. But it will be very nice to live with my girl, and then I can come and hang there sometimes. I think that would be great.
Okay, I think Jesper had so much attention during this podcast, so I'm just going to try to get in here now and say peace out. Of course, my guest is going to get all the attention, but now we're going to end. And I'm so grateful for this studio and Nils helping me with the apartment, and everything is so fun. And I think it's going to be a great summer, and I hope everyone takes care of each other, and maybe we can have fun if we're nice to each other. And are there some last words you want to say to the fans of Good Times with Audun?
Keep listening. It will probably just get better and better.
Probably.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day and everything. Bye.